Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody had a wonderful day yesterday, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. So, here we are back at our factory in our beautiful, beautiful power plant. Sure. Oh, yeah. I really should double check to make sure that nothing popped up. My count, that's just messed up. My count definitely counts. I don't know what it counts for, but it definitely counts. But here we are. Let's see. Check out what we did yesterday, which was to work on the coal power plant, which is now producing 1,350 megawatts of delicious power. Actually got quite a lot of this done yesterday, which I was surprised with, and also really happy. I need... Oh yeah, not zoop. There we go. Now I'm zooped. Run off. It's like, there's no ball coming with me. Probably replace some of these with actual like glass, but we'll get there eventually. Whoops. Anyway, it was a lot of fun yesterday, though, getting all this put together, getting all the math figured out. Assumption is kind of hit or miss. It gets all over the place. I wonder why that is. I think I know why. Did I have the power shards with me? That's the question. The answer is I don't know. Okay, I did. Okay, cool. Anyway, so we got all that done, and we got all that done specifically so that we could work on, or at least get started on today's project, which is going to be the foundation portion of our new base, our forever home. But one of the things that I wanted to do, because it's going to be fairly necessary to do this, is to go ahead and look at kind of identifying the path that I need to take to get back to the old base efficiently. At least for right now. So what I'm wanting to do is, how much do I have on me? Okay, cool. On coal are good. Cool. So, the path to get back home, well, to old home, to our original home, is this way. And what I wanted to set up are sections of like walls or whatnot that kind of act as guide walls of go this direction kind of thing. If you've ever played like a street racing game, Grand Theft Auto, any of the Forza series, Need for Speed, those sorts of things, they'll oftentimes, since they use the open world as their course, will have areas set up so that you've got like barriers kind of leading you towards the direction you need to go in. So I kind of want to do the same thing. That way I'm aware of I need to go this way or I need to go that way. So, what are you doing? Nobody told you to slide. All right. I want... Let's actually do... this across. Just one. And on this one. Okay, why are you being a pain in the ass? Never mind. Everything I do requires that something be a pain in the ass. So that's nothing entirely new. Go. And that should help kind of lead me in the direction that I need to go in. On the way back is pretty easy. On the way here can be a little painful sometimes. If I come from around this corner and I see that, then I'm like, oh yeah, I should go that way. And I believe I need to come down this way. Okay. Grab some of that. And oh, it won't let me just put walls up. What gives, man? There we go. For this. Oh. No. Not today. Oh, not enough space. Duh. Not read. Actually, this early in the morning, no. Reading is optional. Reading is very optional. There. That should make it a little bit easier. Reading. Breathing is never optional. I kind of need to do that most of the time. I don't have to do it exceptionally well, I just have to do enough of it to stay alive. I was commenting on paying attention to an error. Allow me to spell it out for you. There you go. There's no B involved, except for the one who couldn't figure out what it was. Exactly. I mean, you were kind of close on the whole breeding thing. I just don't know why there was the B involved with it. Such a pain in the ass. Absolutely. Ow. No more of that. Okay. And I want it. Kind of wish I could just set these up without having to put down foundations first. But this will work. So let's make sure. I know that I need to come down this way. Down here. And then come down this one. Okay. There we go. That should make it a little bit more evident which direction I need to go down. And, ooh. Got a little turn happy there. This way. And up here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because there goes that land bridge. Boop. And stupid hatcher. But I just kind of leave there so that way I know where I'm going. And we come through this way to the kind of scary but kind of cool cabin. Yay, with the spiders in it. Pretty sure they're dead. I'm just running over their corpses at this point. Oh, darn. Yeah, okay. This part I pretty much know now. Whee! Catching some mad air. All right. What's funny is was watching a video last night, and it was actually a rather lengthy video too, but it was a deconstruction and critique of another YouTuber who used to go by Jim Sterling. His YouTube channel is still called Jim Sterling, but he is now a she that goes by Stephanie Sterling instead. He used to do a show called The Jimquisition, which actually used to be a good YouTube show in that it was weekly, and it was typically a breakdown of various video games or video game going ons within the actual video game community, such as like developers and stuff like that, and critiquing some of the crazy sort of shitty stuff that developers do. Developers, publishers, that sort of thing. But it was often incredibly insightful. But little by little, he started sort of losing himself, started getting a little bit too into his feelings, I guess, and just getting a little too comfortable, I guess, with um, his political leanings, as most people tend to do these days. And then eventually just completely dropped the Jim Sterling and turned into Stephanie Sterling, which, by the way, is fine. No problem with that. But part of the problem is that in the process of doing so, he also wound up, and yes, I'm continuing to call him he, even though he's now a she. But in the process of doing that transition, he also wound up losing the sort of punchiness and well-aimed wit and sarcasm that made him such a good YouTuber to begin with. And you could definitely see it in a lot of the videos where oftentimes he will just kind of go on a rant for a while. Granted, I'm not saying I don't, I'm just saying the context of this. But not only the ranting, it's also the fact that he tends to be redundant on certain facts or certain points that he's trying to make within his argument. And I mean, really redundant. I think part of it is that he may have always been that way, but his editors were really good, or at least the editor that he worked with was really good at being able to sort of pare the episode down into something that was a lot more snappy and witty and whatnot. Dejected word? Yeah, that dejected word is called banned. So, but it was interesting to watch the video. But I make that point and I talk about that video because the video itself, the one that the guy was talking about, not Jim Sterling, but the original YouTuber, was talking about Jim Sterling's video on addiction and how the term addiction or addicting or addictive should not have a positive connotation when describing a game. And the guy's like, but that's not for you as an individual to decide for society. And more specifically, if you're going to talk about it, get to the fucking point. But also, there are ways that you can use addicting or addictive as a positive, and that's fine. Same with negative connotation. That's fine. It's an adjective. It's meant to describe the thing. And yet, the other thing was that the guy's video, which I should remember his name because it was a really good video, but in the background, when he's not showing Jim Sterling's video, he was showing gameplay Satisfactory. And I'm sitting there watching it, and he was building in roughly the same area that we're building in at our forever home. And I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, why aren't you laying tons of foundations? Why are you just randomly putting belts everywhere? Oh my God, you're one of those. It was like triggering me so hard to watch. It was like when I watched Let's Game It Out's videos about Satisfactory. Oh man, that would just drove me up the wall. But in a good way, because I absolutely understood what he was doing with his videos. Wait, are you? Nope. I are dumb. Let me get these. Okay. It's like, wait a minute, something is not right here. That's because I put the wrong thing on there. Yep, I gotta fix that. There we go. Look at that. See what happens when you actually do it correctly? Sometimes I am a muppet. For everything else, there's MasterCard. I have rubber on me. What, do things correctly? Absolutely, I should do that more often. Molded steel pipe, which... Hey, what's up, Matt? How you doing, buddy? Let's do that one, I guess. I could probably... Ooh, let's check to see how many tickets I has. I have 0 coupons ready to go. Son of a busy snatch. Let's drop off that. What else do I want to drop? Oh. And some computers there. Oh yeah, doing fantastic. Just feeling like an old man today, that's all. Of course, I feel like that all the time, so it's not saying much. Oh, hey, do that one. Ethereum. All right. Anyway, now that I basically know the route to take, first of all, refuel. Sort. Let's go. Oh yeah, one of the things that I should probably do is go ahead and feed some steel beams into our special alien system. Out of the way. Coming through. Eventually, I do plan to come back here and rebuild a lot of this system. I don't know to what end as of yet, but I do plan to rebuild it because I think it will be useful for something. Especially since I've got it all set up for doing steel. Let's drop some stuff into here. Oh, that's not working. There we go. And yeah. What I'm considering doing. Oh, nice. I hate you, but nice. There we go. Actually, out here probably wouldn't be too bad for doing the concrete encased steel beams. This on anything, or you just, yeah, you're just, okay. Well, not dead, just not in use. Used to be our coal track. Which okay. Need to at some point go ahead and get started on crude oil. So that way we can get to fluid packing, so that way I can start handling the actual crude oil. All it does is tell dirty jokes. And there we go. Whee! Come through here again. I'm almost tempted to go ahead and see about maybe running power lines from this side to the other base. But I also do kind of like keeping them separate. It's just all these alien bits to pick up. I'm just leaving them behind because screw it. I don't like them aliens anyway. They give me nothing but problems. I feel like this might be the wrong direction. Nope, it's the correct direction. It's just a different way of getting to the right direction. Yeah. Because up there is the wreck. Hey, buddy. Come through here. Which it is a really pretty cave. Aside from the man-eating spiders. But aside from that, really cool cave. Strange but ominous sounds that come from it. Nope. Come out this way. We go across this land bridge. Yeah, okay. Now I've pretty much got the route locked in. That's been one of the things to figure out is what is the direction and route that I should take. And that first part is actually from the old base back isn't too bad, from the old base to here. Now it's this part that gets a little wonky. But now that I put those away, I know exactly where my turns are. And this makes a lot more sense. Then we come in this way. Up here. And there we go. And we should be just about back to our forever home. Or, well, at least our power plant. And there she goes. We want to come up this way. And up and around. Or we could also just come up this way the rest of the way, because there is a turnoff up here. Hey there, big boy. Let's not fall into that ravine. Gotcha. Am I getting myself lost? Where'd my forever home stamp go? It was up here. Who got rid of it? That's okay. It should just be right up here anyway. Roadkill. It's funny no matter what alien world I'm on. Well, that's useful. And here we are. Home sweet home. Eventually. So all of that driving, and then some. All right, now, as far as the actual construction of this thing goes, as I mentioned yesterday, what I want to do is I want to start off by building a platform above here. It's going to be fairly large, and it's going to act as the build plate and foundation for the rest of the new factory. I want to keep it fairly empty under here, and I'll just box it in certain locations and whatnot. Because first of all, we have pure nodes, and these are fantastic. I believe off the bat, pure nodes are, I want to say 120 items per minute off of a Mark 1 miner. It could be 90. I could be wrong about that. But regardless, they are nice. Have they go? There. Do have. Let's just get this one built for the sake of understanding. 120, yeah. So Mark 1 miner on a pure node, 120 items per minute, right off the bat. And easily goes up to 300. Now, if we upgrade this to Mark II, it starts at 240, goes all the way up to 600 items per minute. Now, I don't currently have belts capable of doing that. At least I don't think. Do I? No, I don't have the Mark IV belts yet. So that is going to be real nice. How are you? Oh, I know why, because that was from my magic inventory. Take all. There we go. So, and there's what? 4 of these over here, I believe. Yep. Those 2. That one, nope. 3. Still. Nope, there is 4. Okay. So there's 4 of those for iron. There is also copper over here, which again, pure node. And then there's also a limestone up there. This is one of the starting areas, and it is magnificent. No space. Okay. So what I want to do is, let's see. I think that portion there is the height that I want to start at so that I can cover that up. Ow, it hurts. Let's toss some of that away. Same with sulfur, bacon. Ooh. And I need get up there. So we'll start with foundations and double ramps. There we go. This is just going to act as I need to get up here. Steel. Where'd it go? Right here. There's that. All this foliage. Like, if you were looking to start out in an area, this is probably the best one. This would be the forest start if you were to start a new game. And the reason why it's so good is because early game, you're not going to have an issue with power, period. You have so much grass and leaves and trees to pick up, and especially once you get the chainsaw, because then you just start cutting down the trees left and right. And again, you do get to be near the pure nodes. So all in all, it's a great starting location. Lots of really good locations. And it's really not that far away from coal, even though the coal is kind of annoying to get to. But what I want to do is, how much space do we have? Let's clear some of this out. Let's actually clear out most of this. And fine. Do this. I will have your biomatter. There's that. Okay. Next up, let's go ahead and get our first foundation here. And I went ahead and, using the control key, set this to the world grid. What that's going to do is make sure that no matter where I wind up building, everything will line up. Period. So I could build something over here, and then go back to our old base. And as long as I'm using the world build or the world grid, they will line up and I will be able to get everything connected without any issues at all. My ability to build notwithstanding. Actually, no. Let's see if I can. Looks like I'm going to have to be down on the ground for that. Okay, that's fine. Whee! Yeah, need to hit. Absolutely. Not to mention the fact that sometimes it's the best kind of error because every once in a while, as my dad used to put it, you can fuck up right. And I oftentimes did. that was kind of my special power. Let's drop off. Actually, I don't really need to drop off anything. I know, right? That's how most of us were born. I know parents like to say, "Oh no, you were planned," but the reality is, yeah, sure, planned. We planned to have kids. We just didn't plan on when to have kids. That's how that goes. Actually, no. Let's go out this way. There we go. And what I'll probably do is actually build back that direction, since there's a lot more open area. Although I won't build too far back. Because one of the things that I want to do is make sure that the build plate looks like it's fairly solidly connected to the ground. I do want to take certain levels of aesthetics and functionality into consideration as I'm building. So let's also go ahead and get rid of those. That. And grab our double ramps. There we go. Start kind of building this into an actual integrated whole. Oop, there we go. One of the first major buildings that I am going to make and start putting together will essentially be our, if you're used to Factorio, our item mall. What I need to do is I need to put together a building that will have tons of cargo containers specifically designed for being able to drop off my inventory, just empty the inventory, and then have it get sorted out. And then if there's any overflow, that overflow then goes and feeds into an awesome sink so that I'm always capable of producing coupons. But specifically, I need items so that I can be able to just go to those particular containers and grab what I need for the next building project. So let's get rid of you. Figure out more of this. awesome sauce. Ordinarily, I do prefer to leave a lot of foliage and natural landmarks and stuff like this in place. But I think this is one of the times where I'm going to actually go full on industrial with this and just get rid of everything. As one of the things that I like to do, I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with the, I don't know what to call it, not really a game, but it kind of is, but the online social experiment that is Second Life. But one of the things that I like to do in that is basically landscaping. I have a bunch of objects that are like trees and terrains, grasses, bushes, things of that nature. There we go. And I like to go through and decorate people's yards and houses and stuff. Because for me, it's fun. So I generally like trying to leave elements of nature or natural features in place. However, we're not doing that this time. We're getting rid of the trees. We're getting ready to get rid of the shrubs. I'm doing on... Okay. Rid of the wood. Second Life? Oh, yeah. No, it's still around, too. Actually, I was hanging out with a friend of mine last night. She was having some interesting issues, to say the least. Which, okay, here's a funny little rant we're going to go on. So, I understand now why it is that some people forget how to adult. The reason why I say this is, yes, Hollow's one of my friends on Second Life. That's probably why I've continued to be her friend. I mean, I'm not saying you aren't a cool person, Hollows. I'm just saying that's why we're still friends. But that aside, yeah, partly. Actually, at this point, it's more Landry needs it than I do. But, so, my friend last night messages me. And she was talking about the fact that she had a problem in Second Life. And so yeah, there you go. She was talking about the fact that she has a problem. And I thought she meant like a technical problem or a computer problem. Or she's having a problem with like some piece of equipment or landscaping or what have you in Second Life. What she actually meant was that she was having a problem with a guy in Second Life. No, fair enough, Follows. You're more than welcome to. So, this friend, she has had various relationships in Second Life with guys. She's an older woman. She's in her 60s. And she's a sweetheart. She's a good person. But the problem that she was having is that she had, after she'd gotten out of her last relationship, she was like, I'm done with the relationships in Second Life. I just want to hang out. I just want to find some people to hang out with, have fun, dance, flirt, that sort of thing. Nothing too serious. And that's fair. You know, you get out of a relationship, get out of a shitty relationship. You don't want to jump back into a new shitty relationship. So, fair enough. Well, she comes across this guy who is, she says, he's fun. He's, fun to hang out with. He's funny. Blah, blah, blah. And she told him that she wasn't looking for another relationship. She wasn't looking for anything serious. She wasn't even looking for, catching feelings. What does he do? Starts talking about how he's going to probably unpartner with the woman that he's currently with. And apparently, a couple days ago, told her that he loved her. And he's been popping up at her place on Second Life. Now, the funny thing about this is she's telling me all of this. And I'm just like, what's the problem? She can ban him from her place. She can block him so he can't talk to her. And these are like, this is what's going through my head is like, if he's really that much of a problem, take care of the fucking problem. Exactly. Well, she figured that he was going to be safe to hang out with because he was partner. That she wasn't going to have to worry about him being attached emotionally. Apparently, she was wrong. So, it's like, yeah, you got to watch out for that. Well, of course she flirted. Flirtation in and of itself is not a bad thing. I think this is something that a lot of people don't realize. Flirtation is also a form of communication. And we do it quite frequently, whether we realize it or not. There's nothing inherently wrong with flirtation. However, humans are also bad at accepting the fact that it's just flirtation and not more. Specifically, guys seem to be the worst at it. Don't know why. But that's just the way of it. Zoom down, maybe? Okay, maybe not. There you go. Now you zoom down. But that led me to the realization that for whatever reason, and probably because of the fact that we don't do it often enough, most people don't, we tend to forget how to adult. We tend to forget how to take responsibility for removing people from our lives that we do not want to interact with anymore. And so if it was really truly a problem that she was wanting to take care of, she has all of the tools available to her to take care of said problem. But instead of wanting to take care of the problem, it sounds more like she wanted somebody to help take care of the problem for her. I'm like, I mean, I'll hang out and make sure things don't get out of hand, but I'm not going to sit there and talk to him for you. Now, she did talk to him again because he showed up last night. And she reiterated, not looking for anything serious, just a friend. Okay. So he left to go to a club. She was hanging out with me. And then apparently he was all like, well, since you're not going to come out tonight, she just got done telling you she was hanging out with her friend. Actually, she called me her sister. Because on Second Life, I do play a really hot chick. So, in all fairness. With massive personality. Actually, Hollow's can attest to the way that I look. Although you haven't seen me recently, I did upgrade my body slightly. And new hair. I will say this, though. I really, really, really hope that in GTA Online 2 with GTA 6, that we are finally able to get better body customization. Because I swear to God, I hate running around as a flat-chested track star in GTA Online. I'm so tired of that. Like, they don't need to be ginormous. I'm not looking for like quadruple D's or double G's or anything like that. But just something more than a B cup would be awesome in GTA Online. Again, doesn't have to be huge, just more than we have. That's all I'm asking for. All that so do is let's do 4-meter foundations here. This way. Ooh, that's going to put us right over that, which I don't necessarily want to do. Oh, and then the other part that was funny is, of course, 11 o'clock at night, while I was on Second Life with my friend, start hearing this banging sound coming from upstairs. Now, my mom's room is directly above mine, so I can hear when she's awake, and I know for a fact that at 11:30 last night she was asleep. However, the banging sound was coming from that direction, which is the direction of my sister's room, which is also upstairs. And 11:30 at night, she suddenly got this bug up her ass that she needed to put together the shelves that she got from work when she was still working. And it's like, I get it, but the hell's wrong with you? Like, what's all the banging sound? All right. Want to bring this all the way down? Now, yes. Fix that later, but I was like, I really hope that doesn't wake up our mom. Apparently it didn't, because I didn't hear my mom budge at all. All right. Now we're starting to get some usable work service here. How am I doing on concrete? A little low. It might behoove me to go ahead and get even a temporary setup going for making more concrete. So let's see about doing that. Nice. All right. What I want to look at is grab it from here. Nope. Okay. Let's come back. There we go. Got this attached to the world grid as well, so. There we are. And good. Just thinking, do I want to come across? That is the pure limestone. Okay, cool. Just looks weird as all. There we go. Let's do that. All right, so 240 per minute. I could bump that up to 270. For that. this out and across. As what I would like to do, just go ahead and make the concrete here. And let's see. I need iron plates. Well, reinforced iron plates. In there, but we do have them here. Awesome. Things that I will have to go back and get at another time. There's more of those. So, concrete requires 45 per minute. So, if I do 270 divided by 45, that means I can do 6 machines off of just this one. And 6 times 15 is 5. That'll be 90 per minute. Yeah, 90 per minute. Which, I mean, that's still better than the 0 per minute that I'm currently making over here. So, what I will do is set up with 6 machines. There we go. 4, 5, and 6. Fine. Don't copy over. That one did. This one didn't. Alright. Next up, I will take nope, I need the splitter. Take you there. And awesome. There we go. Actually, you know what? I could rotate this one the correct way. There we go. Just feed the 270 line all the way down. Not that it matters. I'm not going to sit there and try and make it balanced or anything. Just get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. Bon appetit. There we go. Grab another line of this. Excellent. And that's just so that way I can get around it. Let's double deck this. Put you here. And go. Line all these up. Make sure that they are in the correct orientation. I really don't need to do it for that. Alright. So since at most I'm going to be pulling 90 concrete through here per minute, I really only need to go up to a Mark II belt. Don't need that one there. Go. So if you're not familiar with the belt rates, Mark 1 is 60 items per minute. So that's how many items will go through a section of belt per minute. Mark 2 is 90. Mark 2 is 120. Mark 3 is 270. And then I don't remember what Mark 4 and Mark 5 are. I think it's 480 and then 600. Maybe. Just got to get these guys here. Let's bring this one. There we go. There we go. So those should now be ready to start making the concrete. Now, you. And 270 items per minute should be coming out of here to then get made into all of the concrete we are going to need for a little while. And there it goes. Awesome. Now, unlike the splitter system that we have for our coal system down here, this is purely an overflow. So it's going to split most going this way. And once this fills up, more of it will spill out this direction, and so on and so forth until it gets down to the very end. Because each one of these is splitting it, whatever's coming in, 50-50. And for a system like this, it actually does work out incredibly well. I don't need to worry about every one of these having an equal amount. They just need to have the full amount. Now, our coal system, on the other hand, to make sure that everything gets an equal amount of coal, I have everything being split up specifically and equally. So it all works out mathematically. So that's one of those fun things that as you get more in depth with Satisfactory, you start nerding the fuck out with numbers. It's terrible. I love it. All right, let's get back to work here. Now that I've got concrete coming in. Plus, I already have some more here, so yay. It's not that I planned ahead, it's just that I planned it all. I think that is the greatest summary of how I do things. I didn't plan ahead, I just planned. All right. Now, if I remember correctly, there is the blue slug down here. Yep, there it is. Awesome. Give me that. Made it. And looks like there might be hard to tell. Yep, there's a Mercer sphere up there. Cool. Mercer spheres are useful because they are part of the alien technology thing. Let's finish adding some more of this. You know what I just realized? I'm being dumb here. I'm being dumb here because I'm using more resources than I need to by using the 4-meter foundations rather than the 1-meter, because I can just use that. But I am dumb. I am so dumb. Oh, see, I don't always plan ahead. And apparently I don't always plan. We get to clean up some of this, and then we will replace some of this. Yes. Yeah, because the 2-meter or the 1-meter is just 5 concrete and 2 iron plates. The 4-meter is 5 concrete plates. Oh no, it's about the same. Never mind. It really apparently doesn't matter. What the hell? What was I looking at then that made it look like it did matter? You know what? It doesn't matter. We'll switch over to the 1 meters for over here. Again, it's crews being stupid. Which is fairly common. That's in my way, though. All right, there we go. I thought there was a difference. Apparently there isn't. That'll be fine. Eventually, I may go through and replace all of this. Probably not. But it could happen. We'll just start moving over to the 1 meter and be done with it. What I want to look at is where I want... Where do I want my... Let's see. Well, more specifically, what style do I want my main building to be in? And I kind of want to see about doing something with a lot of like glass walls, which is obviously going to require a lot of quartz. So quartz is going to be a big deal in this build. I want to do something with quartz and, like a lot of glass and with a lot of columns. Because I really haven't done much building with either of those as far as building materials go. At least this particular run. Let's get this as well. Yeah, man, if I was still running on just biomass burners, I would have so much here. It would be fantastic. I would have all of the biomass. This. I think that should be good. There we go. Oh, hey, there goes the lizard doggo over there. All right. Let's get a few more rows going here. And we'll start looking at what I want to do for a design. Nice. This looks to be 20 long so far. Or 20 wide, I should say. Find out here in a second when I put in this side. It's 10. And another 10. Yep. We are 20 wide. Awesome. Where's that tree at? Okay. Sorry, buddy. Your favorite tree is probably going away. I'm going to Fern Gully the whole thing. There we go. Like I said, I did want to build back this direction a little ways because it is a little bit more clear and open. Ooh, got some poison thingies to get rid of. Yay. Is that? Nope. Okay. It's kind of fun watching all that concrete get made. That's very rude. I'm a terrible human being. But that's okay. Not my planet, not my concern. All right. So there goes this. Let's see about customizer. Materials. Asphalt. I wish there was an easier way to do this, where I could just get like the whole thing. But apparently, I'll have to do it one by one like this. Not too bad. I mean, it's basically just run around, point at block, good to go. I can think of worse ways to do this. Now, one of the things is I'm going to have to figure out how many of the cargo containers I'm going to need. Because I need to know how many items are kind of... Basically, how many items I'm going to require for construction purposes. Things that I'm going to need to take with me all the time. And there's actually quite a few. I know at the very least we're looking at 20 plus items. And a lot of this is what I'm remembering from watching the YouTuber I'm Kibitz. He's actually been one of the ones that I've tended to watch the most for Satisfactory, because I've always enjoyed watching his mega builds, and he's got a fun personality. He's an interesting fellow, that one. Although it was funny when he first did a face reveal in his YouTube videos, I was like, that face doesn't necessarily match the picture that I had in my head. Let's put it that way. All right, there we go. Got myself a nice concrete platform. That wasn't too bad, honestly. And I love the fact that it doesn't require materials. It's just boom, done. Okay, so we get a little bit of a nice sort of thing going on here. And what I would like to do, I think, is to have kind of a centralized area. Let's see. Do it. That sticks through too much. You. And I can put a door here. Set it back to automatic. Although I'm not sure I want the door there. I don't think I do. I also know I want the bigger ones, not the smaller ones. Bet I can't zoop these. That would be awesome. There we go. Okay, and then what I would be able to do is probably stick. I want to do small concrete. Would I be able to do that in between all of them? Ooh, not well. How's that going to look? That actually doesn't look too bad. And stick that there. Yeah, that actually really doesn't look too bad at all. I can get away with that. And I'd like to do. Let's see. White. Can I? Nope. Okay. Because what I would like to do is something to cover up this top portion. What else do we have here? That. Yeah, actually, I'm liking the way that that looks. Because that would give me, hopefully, some space to put the signs. Actually, I could probably put the signs over top of it. Let's see, that's what, organization. I could do, what, a display sign if I had some. What about the square? Nope. Yeah, so if I had some quartz with me, I could go ahead and do that. Theoretically. And then I could do that for each one. Yes, I like that. Okay. And then I don't have to double tap these. Or I don't have to make them too high. Yes. I like the way that that's turning out. Totally on accident, too. That was just me fucking around going, hey, is this going to look good? Answer, yes. And just go. Yeah, that is actually going to go a long way towards helping me kind of understand the build design, how big I want this, what parts I want this to have, that sort of a thing. There we go. Yes. I wonder. Customizer. Walls, foundations, colors. Does that look? Well, I don't know how I feel about that. Let's do. What about materials? Great. How do I just go back to the regular? Just want to. I. Huh. Could always go with just unpainted. What about? Let's see. Let's look at. It doesn't really seem to matter. So screw it. We'll just do the whole thing like this. I kind of like the darker colors, honestly. Or do I need that anymore? Let's jump back a little bit. Now, this also leaves a lot of room for adding in lighting as well, so that I can really kind of spruce it up a bit. Hey, what's up, Kintar? Walls. What about basic wall down at the bottom? How's that going to look? That's what I'm working on. Nah, don't want those. But I do like where this is going. What else have we got? unfortunately, that only works right there. Unfortunately. If it was one of those situations where I was spreading these out so that each one took up a singular foundation in width, this would probably work out fairly well. But because of the way that I have them stacked, unfortunately, I can't overlap the wall because the walls automatically lock to the foundations. I can't change that position. Or can I? I suppose maybe I could. No. Yeah, well, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. That's what I like about these small concrete columns here is that they work really well to kind of edge everything out. But it definitely needs something to run along the bottom of it. What if actually, you know what? Let's go see. I think I have some quartz with me. Let's go see if I do. Not in there. I do have some quartz stone with me. Or raw quartz, I should say. Drop off you. There we go. I also don't need all of that, or that. Actually, no, I need those. Kind of need the solid fuel. What are we doing on? Oh, nice. That is turning out a nice amount of concrete there. Okay, let's see. Organization. You need quartz crystals. Lights need. That's it. They just need. Okay. So street lights and ceiling lights. Cool. Here. Crafting bench. And I need quartz crystal. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and I will be right back. I'm going to take a quick AFK. Okay, sorry for the delay. Went upstairs to grab a snack and had an opportunity to play with a new culinary toy. So, for the longest time, we have never used fresh garlic in anything aside from the jar of the like minced garlic. But recently, my sister had gotten a garlic press. Hey, what's up, Angel? My sister had gotten a garlic press, and we had some fresh garlic cloves. And I was like, ooh, let's try this out for the recipe that my mom's making. But I was also upstairs getting myself a snack. Ah, there we go. Excellent. Okay. Welcome to the jungle. We've got fun and games. All right. Mm. Let's get back up here. Oh, that sausage is good stuff. Okay. Now, the other thing that I need to do is Satisfactory. Um, items used for. Let's see. And I know that that's not a correct list. I wish. Actually, that would be pretty cool, especially if you could do wall running and wall jumping. Like, imagine you could like run along the wall there. That would be awesome. All right. That is not correct. Get rid of these, not a problem. And set the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Okay. Let's see. Not what I'm looking for. Item all list 2025. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like everything that I'm seeing is item malls are no longer necessary because of the dimensional depots, which is cool to a certain extent. However, I think in a way that also kind of removes an interesting and fun aspect of construction. So what I'm going to say is screw it. I'm going to build the whatever the hell I want and we're just going to go from there. So, let's keep working on this because I want a fancy item mall. And it's my build, and I will do whatever the hell I want. There we go. Pretty much. Customizer. You know what? I might go with the lighter concrete. I kind of like that. Probably not a bad idea. I think I actually, for the first time in years, uninstalled Warframe. And mostly just because I haven't been playing it and I needed some of the I needed some hard drive space. Yeah. Okay. So essentially what I would wind up doing is we would put some smart splitters back here, which I can't really make yet because I don't have all the parts that I need. But I need some AI limiters and I need even have the correct job. No, you don't. That's fine. Um, but I need AI limiters and I need rotors. Rotors, that's a nothing part. I'm making those elsewhere anyway. You were turned the wrong way. That doesn't help me at all. Why are you turned that way? And more specifically, aha, that's right. I just realized I can take. Oh, that sucks. Go ahead and this. The reason why this is important is because of the fact I can do that. And no. Let's hash 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You are select icon. None. And no text. And now it becomes a light. And I can get kind of froggy about it. And I can go to colors. And I can make this a little bit of a red light. Oh, nice. You know, when there was a recent sale for the Division 2, and I almost got it. I almost did, but I was like, no, because I'm probably not going to play it all that much. Settings. And it really is. I wish I could take credit for being the one that came up with this, but I'm very definitely not. Now, part of the problem is that I already have more than enough games to play right now. I have, like, I still need to play some more Space Marines 2. I still have more Red Dead Redemption that I need to play because just started that. Really haven't played much of it. Like, I have so many games to play at this point. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I like that. That is really going to help in the long run. By making this whole thing really just... Oh, whoops. You are incorrect. Paste. Go. Yes, I know I've been playing for 2 hours. That was the entire point, game. To play for a long time. There we go. You select parts. Most likely I want to do that first. With you being set to black. Oh God. I really wish it was the spring sale that was the problem. Part of the issue is that I'm down a hard drive. Part of the issue is that I just generally don't have any money anyway. In fact, I was lamenting about this the other day, and Kintar was nice enough to get me a couple of games. But the spring sale, any of the Steam sales, any of them always hit exactly when I have no money. And this is even when I was making decent money at other jobs. So it's one of those, like, it's like they know. You are just turned the wrong way all the time, I swear. gonna have to get some more quartz. Yep. Alright. Actually, let's copy settings. Oh, I love being able to do that. There we go. There we are. And then now I can come through and change the icons. And we'll do that. And then hearts. That's true. You got to watch out for that social life there. Okay. That is a good start. And then I think after the screws, next we'll do concrete. Actually, no. Yeah. And then I'll do reinforced iron plates. Rotors. And modular frames. As I want to try and get like iron stuff, concrete, because concrete is used in basically everything. Then more of the iron stuff. And then I can go ahead and start in on things that are copper based. So the wire, cable, cable, thank you. And then copper sheets. And I think that'll be a good starting lineup. Don't blame me for your friend's spending habits or your own. I mean, it's cool that I have that much influence over your spending habits, but don't blame me. I don't want that level of responsibility. All right. Let's head on back down here. Space Marine 2 is a good one. Definitely need to play more of it, though. This one had some quartz in it. Yeah, it did. Not enough, but it had some. Do I have... there goes some. A little far away, but... Ooh. Ooh. Those are all pure. Okay. Use that. Oh, gotcha. see. Oh yeah, Deus Ex is always a good series. I remember playing the hell out of the original. Oh, you absolutely have to get the DLC for Space Engineers. You can't go through a sale and not get the DLC. Like, that's just one of those must-haves. Plus, it's not like they're super expensive anyway. Jesus. I think I have. I think I actually currently have on Steam. I think it's Human Revolution that I have on Steam and Mankind Divided on Epic. Yeah, Human Revolution on Steam and Mankind Divided on Epic. So I basically already own. Actually, the only one that I don't personally own at the moment is Invisible War, but I have played it and I have beaten. Oh, that's what that was. In fact, it was because of Invisible War that I learned about uh, one of the bands that I used to listen to. Oh my God, I can't believe I just forgot what their name is. Give me a second. I will look it up. Kidney Thieves. That's the name of the band. But yeah, Invisible War introduced me to Kidney Thieves, which is a really good band, by the way. Well worth the listen. is that is that what I'm doing? Well, let's see if I can get through here. Actually, it'd be easier for you to find me. Because, like, all you have to do is look up Cruise Coda. There's two of them. Both of them are me. But the one with the picture is the one that I actually use. And then I just go. Let's see if we can find that quartz. Shall we? Nope, nope. More the Poison Boys. Jesus. Boop. Who's next? Ah. Nope, 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 nope. Angry pokey bitches. Suck it. Oh, whoops, I don't have. There we go. Got it. Oh, I got one over here. Oh no, that's the one I got. Okay. That's fun. Got it. I know, right? Let's see. My entire list is installed. I have 585. Let's see. I think you just made somebody really confused because I haven't gotten anything yet. But it may not be showing up because I'm currently in a game. Let me see. Friends, view friends list. Yeah. Yep, nope, that's me. That is very definitely me. There it goes. It was just taking a second, that's all. Except. There we go. Alright. Back to blowing up. Nice. Nailed it first try. Looks like you've got more of these poison bastards. That is way too much fun. Oh, you guys, excuse me, we're actually protecting something. Okay. That was a mite weird. Yeah. 1.0 unlocks everything. Like, there's a full storyline and everything. So it's not like um, before, where Mercer Spheres and Summer Sloops and Sam was just there. Now everything has a purpose. Mercer Spheres are actually used for the Dimensional Depot in order to make those. So they are useful. They do have a purpose. Let's finish clearing out this stuff. Ah, damn, missed it. That's just weird. What's down here? Wait. Oh, I see you. You were hiding on me. And okay, you guys are just being weird. You're making me feel all ick. You're giving me the ick. It is so cringe. No cap. All right. God, saying that just made me feel bad. I know, right? Like, just thinking about those words in that string, and I was just like, I can't believe I just said that. It hurts. It hurts my soul. No, that was straight up like negative aura. Wait, what? How am I on top of the quartz? There must be a cave around here. Yeah. There was a cave. Now I must find said entrance to cave. Oops, ran over my barrel nuts. More poison boys. That really is so much fun. Oh, I see you. Now you go bye-bye. Nice. Honestly, adding explosives to this game is probably one of the best things that they ever did. Like, everything else is cool, but man, that's just super satisfying. It really is. That's like artillery in Factorio. That they did. Okay, now, question still remains. Funny you should mention that, because one of the videos that I was talking about watching earlier, Jim Sterling, or I guess Stephanie Sterling these days, was complaining about the weapon sounds in New World and how they lacked impact and oomph to them. They sounded very just weak and generic. And was playing a clip of it, and it's like, yeah, they do sound like ass. Like a big old double-handed or double-headed axe. What the hell? People are sending me stuff. Steam, where for? Oh, that's my friend list. What? Oh, Jesus. Crikey. Sent me the whole thing. Yes. Yes, I've actually been wanting to replay Invisible War. Apparently, Hollows is my enforcer. So, I really do appreciate that, though, Matt. Thank you. Well, now I've got even more games to not play. I know, right? This is all your fault, Kintar. Everybody forgets the S. You know what it is, Hollows? Is it's Bleach's fault. Because everybody got used to the whole Hollow thing from Bleach. Forgetting about, All Hallows Eve. I do not actually have Amazon Prime. At least me personally. But I now wound up getting all of it anyway, so. What the hell? Oh, nice. Thank you, Kintar. Kintar just got me Frostpunk 2. You guys are so awesome. Again. See, part of the problem now is, though, I'm going to have all these games, and I have literally no space on my hard drive to install any of them. I've already had to uninstall games that I actually like. Part of the problem Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5 are freaking huge. There you go. I can't even imagine installing Conan right now. I don't have the space to imagine it. Okay, where the hell is this cave at? Because I am not finding a damn thing. I know, right? What's wrong with me? How dare I build such a positive, amazing community of people? Shut up, Kintar. Your problem is that you find the cave too easy, but you can't ever find the exit. Don't even get started down that road, buddy. You splunk a little too much. And it always bites you in the ass. All right. First of all, get low on fuel. The problem, I'm just driving around like doing nothing. Okay, I know there's got to be an entrance somewhere. Otherwise, there are some nodes that are hiding, and I will be very vexed. That's a lot of fun. There goes copper, there goes limestone. I know, right? Gosh darn trolls and your generosity. That's right, I probably would have died laughing too. Oh, this looks promising. It's all underground-ish. Sort of. Nope, not promising at all. Does not help in this. Where the hell is this damn cave at? Nice. It's always nice when you like check an account and you're like, holy crap, I have extra stuff. Nice. Here, buddy, you spit at me. Now I run you over. Okay. Food stamp. Yeah, they're supposed to be in here. So let's... Let's go back down this way. Oh, Oh, oh. I saw something I want. I saws it. That's not going to help. Goodbye, sucker.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
Okay. Sure. Sure, buddy. Sure. Let's see. All right. Yeah, so there's two there. Normal. And these two are the pure ones. But I'm not seeing any way to find them. Like, they should be right here. Or I guess right down there, but still. Right in this area. Yeah, right. Basically under me. But nothing. Okay, there's one more location I want to check as far as where this cave might be. Let's go this way off the cliff. Nailed it. First try. Still no entrance over there. This is actually really frustrating, but in the worst possible way. Oh. Oh. Look at you. Aren't you pretty down here? Nope, never mind. That wasn't what I was looking for. Although it might be. It was supposed to sound creepy. No. Again. Not what I'm looking for. Don't run away from me. Okay. I don't get it. I don't know where this damn cave is, so I can't freaking find it. It's frustrating. Right, there's there. Cool. Let's do this on foot. Is it out this way, maybe? No? Come on. Gotcha. All right, let's go blow up this thing. Here, have some of that. Give me that. Nope. Oh, come on. I know I at least got one of them. Well, I did, but still. There we go. Oh, nice. Also nice. Perfect. Great. Ah, not enough stator, or not enough room for stators. What can I drop? Actually, first of all, what do you need? Oh, nice. We'll have to come back to that. Not enough space for the hog remains. Of course. Where's my tractor? Over here. Oh yeah, I also meant to pick up the yellow bug over here. Thank you. Let's drive. Where was it again? Up this way, I believe. Yeah, up and around. So we didn't find the quartz, which is kind of frustrating because that's what I was looking for. That's what I'm trying to find because I need more of it. But apparently, it's hiding. This vexes me considerably. I am vexed of vexation. Okay. More that I can't actually grab. So let's throw that. So for that. Grab the hard drive. Stators. Oh, sweet. More free steel pipe, basically. Oh, guys, and the Mercer spheres. Cool. All right, what do you say we head back to base? I don't think I'm going to find those quartz nodes anytime soon. Like, I'm trying, but I just cannot seem to locate them. It's like they just don't want to exist. What is... I like that. And then... There you go. Down this way. Across. want to see what's over this way. Something look a little interesting. Well, I haven't really explored over here anyway. And yeah, that's the route that I came. It's got all the hatcheries. Yeah, it's got those guys. And then what's over here? I love how durable this little thing is. Put up with a lot of BS. Okay. It's just the entrance to that cave again. That's just ocean. Okay. So nothing important over there. Let's GTFO. Still want to investigate that one spot, and I'll head back home. Just annoys me that I can't seem to find. I know, right? It's because of my shoes. I've got amazing footwear. And great suspension. That's the other thing. Suspension really is the key to it. Okay, so there's nothing there. Well, let's grab this. I mean, it won't hurt to at least grab what we need. And then if we come this way, again, I'm right on top of where the quartz should be. There's the limestone. I'm not even seeing any rocks that I could blow open to get access to it. It's like it just. Man, I need you. Come here, buddy. You gonna come this way? Idiot. Oh, not enough space. Yeah, I don't get it. That is so weird, man. So weird. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing, which was mostly more goofing off, really. Grab our little slug friend here, which we are going to have so many power shards. Granted, that's still nothing compared to the amount that you probably need for a fully functioning mega base. Hang on, that just leads down there. Okay. That's just weird. Part of me is a little bit concerned that it might actually be bugged nodes. Because again, I've been all over this area. There's no cave entrance that I've been able to see. And even if there was a cave entrance, that's a really big cave to be going into for quartz. Though, I'm not seeing any places that I can blow open rocks so that I can actually get into them. Equally frustrating. So let's head back up these away. What I might have to do is actually look up online. Oh. Out of my way. Come here, fluffy-tailed hog. Oop, you're next. He got stuck up under my wheels. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, not enough space. What? Drop off these guys. There we go. Now I have enough space.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Basically, witness me. This has a very don't go over here kind of feeling to it. Let's blow this stuff up. Still got 58 of these. And it's fun. Oh, wow. Okay. Helps if I could actually throw. There we go. Ow. Son of a bitch. Came up behind me. Needed a little bit more. Oh, no. Is it? Oh. You know, I think I just found the cave. I think I just found it. No. What the hell? Okay, I didn't just find the cave, but I did find the power slug, so there's that. That's what I thought. I thought for a second I'd gotten lucky, but nope, not that lucky. Let's also get rid of move. Clear up some more of those. What else we got over here? Nothing really. Okay. Oh, wait, nope. We gotta get rid of that dude. Sometimes I get some really amazing throws off of these. There we go. Now they will stop polluting my atmosphere. I don't care about their own. Stop polluting my atmosphere. What else we got over here? Because I know we're like near my really. Obviously, that's my coal power plant. Wow. That and there's a sphere. Awesome. Back to work. The little tractor that could. Let's investigate this way. This is also half the fun, because it's been a while since I've actually explored a lot of this. And even when I was first playing back during early access, I don't think I ever fully explored the map as well as I could have. Something there. This is just more of what's over in here. Okay. All right, let's head back home. We still have. Well, really, the biggest reason why I was looking for quartz is so that I can continue working on what we were working on. So, kind of needed it. Frustrating. I'll probably go searching for it off stream, because otherwise I will be here for another hour looking for this damn cave entrance that either does or does not exist. It's, at this point, Schrodinger's cave entrance. Let's see, let's go this way, so that I can get around this mess. There we go. And we're back. Okay. Oh, the alpha's back. Bastard. Go. Oh, green and yellow up here? That's weird. It's gross. All right. So, as far as our little sojourn went, it really wasn't that bad. We actually discovered quite a bit of good stuff. We got a hard drive out of it, at least. Some Mercer spheres. Just need more quartz. Oh, wait. Let me get some of those. So the other thing that I'm really going to need to do is probably take another trip down to our home base. And what all do I have on me that can stay? I mean, pretty much just take everything with me. We're going to take a quick trip back to our old home because I'm pretty sure I have, yes, I do have quartz being mined there. Now that I remember, I have that hyper tube that takes me out to it. Hooray for hyper tubes! All right, let's get on out. Now that we have more of this kind of mapped out, it should be easier to get to if I actually remember the route that I need to take. This way. Yes, this way. Up through here. Whoops. I need to maybe fill that one in. It should be fine for the time being, but that's through here. Out of my way, guys. Coming through. I don't know why, I just really love running the animals over. Or at least the hostile ones. Probably because they are so hostile. If they were just a little bit nicer, I might feel bad about it. Maybe. It's like with GTA Expanded and Enhanced, they added animals to online. And there's this one section of highway along the eastern route where a fox or a coyote or something always comes out. And generally, I'm pretty good about not running it over. But it always gets hit because either I run it over by accident or one of the NPCs runs it over by accident. But I always feel just a little bit sad for it. It's like, oh, our little guy just got hit. Yeah, I saw you there. And I just ran over something. Up and away. Out of the way. Now it's going to be really interesting when I unlock trucks, since trucks are so much bigger. I do kind of want to go through the effort, though, of building in sort of airbound roadway system so that I don't necessarily have to drive across the land all the time. And especially because I do want to integrate trains. So I think it's one of those that I may wind up working on that as well. Buddy, you are all sorts of in play. There we go. And actually, I can stop by here and get refueled real quick. There we go. There we are. Gotta get topped up. If I'm not at 100%, something. And here we go. Take this all the way back home. This little wash. I guess this would be typically where water would run down, since there really aren't any roads per se. However, that does beg the question, because of all of the other crashed drop pods, is it a situation where others have been here previously and have failed? Or is it a situation where, well, okay, so if we follow that line of reasoning, are the roads that we see actually roads from where previous Fix-It employees have been? Or is it a situation where that's just the natural course of water from runoff? Nope, I need it back. Let's grab this stuff. You. Mercer spheres. Have any? I left them in my tractor. However, is it alien technology that I needed? No. I technically could do that one. I just have to build the stuff for it. But it was sulfur. That's what I needed that for. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and scan the hard drive. Doing almost there. And then let's do. Here we go. Done. Get our hatchers done. So hog are the chargers, hatchers are the big purple shelled flower things that spit out the bees, Stingers are the spiders, and then spitters are, well, I mean, they're the spitters. They're the things that spit stuff at you. Figured that's pretty self-explanatory. There we go. Drop off DNA. Awesome. 2 extra coupons. Alien technology, not alien, megafauna. I need 10 DNA, which that's, again, super easy to get. 5 of the crystal oscillators and 5 AI limiters, I think. Let's also look at, yeah, no, circuit boards, I think. Those are AI limiters. Let's grab our Mercer spheres. That. And that. Gonna clean out our tractor because it's been on the road a little bit. Here I will drop in the biomass, yeah. Biomass. Bolts. Well, there goes more of my quartz crystals. My AI limiters. Also, this is where a whole bunch of my crap is. I will grab you guys because I'm going to bring you with. We're going to bring the power slugs back with us. It's actually quite a bit. 13 blue, 3 purple, 10 yellow. Drop off those. Rubber stators. And I think that should be good. And other things that I want to do is let's do just a temporary drop off. Actually, what do I need for smart splitters? I need the AI limiter and rotors. Okay. So let's grab the AI limiters that I have. It's copper and quick wire. I have plenty of quick wire here. I should say copper sheets and quick wire. Go grab some of those copper sheets. And what we're going to do is go ahead and make some AI limiters so that I can make the smart splitters for our storage solution. Then, once we have those, we'll chuck them on the tractor. I'll hop over to go grab some quartz. Bring that back. And we should be able to head back out and continue working on stuff. Ow. Whoops. Oh, probably needed more quick wire, but that's fine. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. All right. And I think what I'm going to do while we're sitting here watching this build is I'm going to do a quick 1-minute ad break. I know I hate ads too, but I got to try and integrate them in somehow. But I'm going to do a quick 1 minute ad break while I also run upstairs and maybe grab something else to eat. That's true, not for you. And then when I get back, we'll grab some more quartz and continue on with it. So I shall be back in just a few. All right, there we go. And what are you doing over there? All right, whatever. What's up? Yeah, I know it's a different chair now, isn't it? Come on. Yeah, come on. You can do it. There you go. Little bit of smudger time. Might as well reward Hollows for being so dedicated. Sort. Of course, it's going to be a little hard to play, but yeah. Oh, sweet. MAM research is done. Let's see what this hard drive had. Copper rotor and pure Ethereum ingot. Gotcha. Yes, I'm sure it is, Hollows. I'm sure it is. All right. I guess the alternate copper rotor wouldn't be too bad. Yeah? Yeah, come here. Let me give you a nice hug. You're all happy. You're getting all loved on and stuff, aren't you? Yes, you are. Oh, yeah, you are burning up a storm now. Happy kitty. Yeah. Getting all warmed up and everything, too, because it's kind of chilly today. Actually, I wonder, what is the temperature today? It's probably something that's actually reasonable. Ah, it's 61. Not too bad. Okay. Where are we at? I need to empty out some of my. Let's see, drop off the AI limiters. Drop those off. Some more coal in there. We're just in my lap. You were just in it and you got out. Boom. If you're going to come back over here, you're going to sit in my lap for a while. Or you're not. Whee! Oh, yeah. I think I might plug in my heating pad again. There you go. Look at you. You're learning already. See, you're not as dumb as you look. Or as dumb as you pretend to be either. No, you're not. Oh, sometimes she just really feels like a wonderfully dumb blonde is what she comes across as. Yeah, you're the blonde of the group, aren't you? Oh, thanks. Come on, you can make it. You can make it. There we go. You squish you, turn you into an actual smudge. Yeah, that's what I should do. Yeah. You know what you want? You want to be an actual smudge? All sorts of love and attention. Because nobody ever loves you, right? Nobody ever spends minutes upon minutes loving you, fawning over you, keeping you all warm and cuddled because you're so cute and adorable and helpless. Must be terrible having your life. Yes, we baby the shit out of Smudge because she really is. Her and Nibbler are the two most adorable of the four. Runt has his moments, and then every once in a while, Taz actually settles down long enough, stops being such a bitch all the time for you to actually like love on her. Oh, thanks, Cat. I wasn't using that hand for anything important at all. All right, we'll drop off that and stay put for a second, Smudge. Get some more love here in a second. because I've got to make some more quartz crystal. Yes, that's what I need to make. Is the quartz. That's true. All right, Angel. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Hey, yeah, that's spotted. He's skinny. How are you so skinny and still alive? Ow. One of the things we used to have a full size sectional couch, like couch and then a corner piece, and then kind of a recliner love seat thing. Did you get stuck? Yeah, you did. You got so into what I was doing. There you go. But our old cat, before we had these four, he used to hop up into one of our laps if we were sitting on one of the two recliners, and he'd get comfortable in your lap. And probably within about 5 to 10 minutes, whoever's lap he was in, both the cat and the person would start drifting off to sleep pretty quickly. Yeah. It's like you'd put on something on TV, the cat would show up and lay down in your lap, and then before you both realized it, you were taking a nap whether you wanted to or not. Yeah, gotcha. You know what I ought to do is just make a machine, pump some of this through. Kind of chilly though. Yeah. Chair's a little bit smaller than my other one, isn't it? Okay, that's going to take forever. I'm not going to sit there and do that. I think I will just carry it with, pop it into a machine when we get back, and the machine just manually make all of it. Automatically make it, not manually, automatically. Sorry, I'm distracted by the pussy. Does it every time. Yeah. We're just in heaven right now. Yep. Hey, what's up, Lenovo? How you doing? You do not go up there. God, now I'm covered in cat. All right, let's head on back. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Let's head on back to our forever home. And I'm doing all right. Feeling a little bit sore, but I think that's just old age. Partly it's also adjusting to a new chair because I've had the same office chair for 20 plus years. Now I've switched it out, and I'm like, okay, this one feels odd. It doesn't quite have the same characteristics. It's a good chair, though, otherwise. Although I still have my old chair, it's just a few feet that way. I mostly wanted to hold on to it just in case, because it is still a comfortable chair, especially after it's been broken in after so many years. Good job, Birdie. There we go. Hey guys, come through. Don't mind me. It's not like you ever do, actually. I have a feeling that if I just keep going this way, yeah, well, fried foods are really delicious in all fairness. And butter even doubly so. Oh, oh, there we go. Okay. Catching some airtime. Hardcore parkour. Yes, exactly. Actually, last night for dinner we had a. It was sort of like doing. Shoot, now I can't remember the name of it. Chicken parmesan. There we go. It was kind of like that, but instead of using angel hair pasta, we used bow tie, farfalle, farfalle. Um, we used bow tie pasta and Alfredo sauce, and then we didn't bread the chicken. Other than that, though, it was identical to chicken parmesan, but it actually turned out really well. We all agreed that it was really good. It needed more Alfredo sauce because we only used one of the smaller jars. But other than that, it was delicious. And then tonight, today, my mom is making a roast. So that should be pretty good. I probably should pick those up, but oh well, screw it. Ah, almost had it. Getting pretty good at driving this thing around. Try and hit him. Hey, home sweet home. Oh yeah. Oh snap! It has a horn. Nice. I don't know what it is. If it's just the way that my arms are usually propped when I'm at the computer or what. But I have a problem where sometimes it just, as I'm sitting here, my fingers just start hitting the buttons on the mouse, even though I'm trying to hold them off of it. I have known people like that, so I totally get that. There are just some people who are not to be trusted around machinery. And it's through no direct fault of their own. It's just that they have this sort of space warping effect around them as a person that causes horrible things to happen just by their mere presence. They're good people, just bad things happen around them. It's like, yep, nope, totally get that. 100%. Let's grab the AI limiters. And awesome. I have everything that I need. suddenly reminded one of the things, because they're still working on updating Satisfactory, one of the things that's supposed to be coming up are elevators, which sounds really freaking sweet. That's right. Output is iron plate. I think that's the way it's supposed to be set up. And actually, what I ought to do is we'll make that a Mark III belt. You are supposed to be that. Rods, screws, concrete. Okay. Iron rods. Screws. Concrete. Awesome. So that should hopefully okay. I don't need any mods. I'm just saying for the next update, they're hopefully going to be adding elevators. The 1.1 update. Oh no. Gotcha. I don't know. I haven't been messing with the mods for Satisfactory, but anyway, we'll talk about it later, bro. Hi there, girl. Yep, no worries. Yeah. Come on here. Got stuck. There you go. Over here. Okay, come over here. There you go. Come over here. Aha. You're probably talking about this one, Satisfactory. Because before 1.0 dropped, we used to play with mods. Yeah, Hollow says hi. Yeah. Yes, she does. You're like, I don't care. I want love. Hi. Yeah, let me squeeze you. I also feel a little chilly, although not as bad as Smudge. Smudge is just so damn skinny. That's her problem. All right, let's continue. Oops. Yeah, no worries, Hollows. Hope you feel better. Girl. Want to get brushed, don't you? Let's brush you a little bit. Some of that winter coat off of you. Oh, yeah, you were going to be so happy with this. Need a better brush. That's what I need. But I'm going to kick you out of my lap. All right. Let's see. I think this is actually going to work out really well. So what I'll do is I need to take what we're doing here and essentially duplicate this onto the other side. Now, I think what I'll do is double wide this. So, do that. So that's kind of hanging over. Yes, that it was. Okay. And a bunch of these. Oh, whoops. That was way more than I needed to do. You just get on a roll and you're like, oh, let's just keep going. It'll be fine. And that one. Which I don't think I need that. And that whole way down. Get rid of this one. That one. There we go. And this is, honestly, it's pretty easy to set up. Little finicky because you do have to kind of get the right angle on this. Trying to get the pillar in place, but other than that, but I really do like the way that the LED signs can be used as lights, because that does add a little extra oomph to the whole thing. Makes it feel better. Not so dark, but also it isn't blindingly bright. It's a nice, gentle lighting that's going on here. Get this in place. This is also giving me ideas for the rest of the build. In terms of like materials, colors, things like that. Wait a minute. wrong here. Oh, whoops. Okay, yeah, I gotta fix that. Just realized what it is that is wrong. Okay. There we go. Then I need that. And there we go. That's correct. Because I know I had it lined up right. Yes. There we go. And get if just do every other one. Do the same on this side. No wonder it worked because it was wrong. Might be a situation where I have to mess around with placement a little bit. Actually, no. It is going to work. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. I'm liking that. That feels awesome. Because then what I should hopefully be able to do is let's grab organization. Gonna come up here. Okay, don't. Let's do that. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Okay. Select colors. Be white. And select color. Other backgrounds. Yes, there we go. There we go. Hey, what's up, Spectre? How you doing, buddy? Not quite as bright as I would like, but it'll definitely work. these in place. And oh, can't complain too much. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't do me any good. I can always complain. Complaining is generally kind of within my wheelhouse. Settings copied. Bye. Settings, thank you. Paste. Why are you not working now? Oh, because you are the wrong ones. Let's fix that. Yeah, I had the wrong ones. I had the short ones, not the long ones. Which I think the short ones would work. But these act as a really good way to cover everything. There we go. That's better. And perfect. Yes. That's what I'm looking for. So now awesome. And then we'll just do side. Yes. I think this is one of the first times where I have been just actually happy with the work that I'm doing, the way that the build is coming along. Yeah, there we go. That is gonna be sexy. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I had to figure out what was going on upstairs. Putting together a coffee table. All right, now that I've got all this set up, what I want to do is, I even like the way that this all looks. This, I believe, need. How would half foundations look here? Let's fall down and find out. Length is good. Let's go to customizer. Let's do... Yes, asphalt. Yeah, I could do that. Kind of wouldn't mind doing sort of a brutalist style. We could do customizer. I think what I really need is something lighter than that. And yeah, I'll have to kind of do it like that. Go. All right. And what I really want to happen is to actually blast that in. But I don't have any glass panels yet. At least I don't think I do. I don't. You're back again. Hi. So I'll definitely have to work on that. But nope. But what about? Yeah. This could actually work quite well. There we go. And do the same thing down here. And grab this. Oh no, that changes things. How far down is this? That's right at that corner. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. That's not quite going to work. I would have to do it like this. You believe. Let's double check that. Yeah. So if I'm doing it that way, that's not what I wanted. What I would do instead is let's do 4s here, because that's more or less going to be the same thing. Customizer. Yes. And then go with the dark colors here. And there we go. Not necessarily ideal. If I really, really wanted to, what I could do and what I probably should do is see if I can get a couple more in here to line it up correctly. But I think for now this will work because I can work with the half foundations pretty easily. What are you doing? What are you doing? You don't get up on the desk. The desk is not for you to get up on. Give you some love because you are adorable. Because you have already covered my shirt in fur. It's what happens when I'm nice to the cats. They take advantage of me, don't you? All right. So the next thing that I need to do. Yeah. Cute little baby. You know it. But I'm going to kick you out. Nope. Down you go. There you go. All right. The next thing that I can do is let's actually do half foundations there. No, because that would defeat the purpose of putting these in here. And then put those there. Yeah, that's fine. It's not going to matter too much. Okay. And I'm just kind of free forming it right now as I figure out what it is that I'm more or less trying to build. There we go. Yeah. I like the feel of that. That gives it that sort of clinical, sterile, brutalist feel with all the concrete and whatnot. But at the same time, there's also something kind of warm to it as well. So yeah, I like where this is going. I can work with this. But then what I also need is a location for a drop off point. Essentially, when I would come in here and just need to empty out my inventory, drop off a whole bunch of stuff so that way it can be sorted. And I'm thinking that would most likely be at this end here. Since up there would be sort of the de facto front. Nope. Regular Zoopy. This here. Yeah, that is looking pretty sweet. I think, though, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here for today. This has actually been gotten as much as we didn't get done. We also did get quite a lot done. So I'm really, really happy with this. We're going to need to go through and get all the smart filters put in on this side as well as start figuring out where all of the other items are going to go, what other items that I need. But all in all, I am happy with how this is turning out. I'm really happy with the look and the feel of it. So this is going to help kind of define what the rest of the build is going to look like in terms of going outwards from here. And hopefully, thanks for letting me know. Hopefully, this will be able to also be something that I can replicate and continue around the rest of this entire build in this part of the factory. And I like it because it isn't just the standard walls and foundations, but it is incorporating the concrete and pillars and all of the other facets of construction into something that is kind of fun and interesting. But yeah, there we are for today. For everybody who showed up, you guys are awesome. Love having you guys around. For the guys who sent me gifts, Far Out Matt, Kintar, you guys are also equally awesome. I really do appreciate it. Other than that, though, that is going to be it for today. As always, thank you all for joining me on these misadventures. So glad to have you guys along for the ride. But you all have a wonderful day. Stay out of trouble. And remember, if you get caught, I don't know you. I will catch you guys tomorrow.